A tech-savvy rider implemented new technology to modify his 2015 GL 1800 Honda Goldwing. That Goldwing later became known as Black Flash, an extreme lighting show bike. What's going on, YouTube? This is your boy Cornell, the Tech Savvy Rider. Hey, today is January 24th, roughly about 10:30 or so. Getting ready to go to work. I'm starting off with a late start, but I want to let everybody know, hey, everything is good. Your boy is good to go. And like I said, after the January 23rd, after some legal matters I had to take care of, I'll be back on the scene. So I just want to report, hey man, everything is good. My wife is good. And my son, he's back home. He finally woke up. He finally saw the light. And hey, I'm glad to have him back, to be honest with you. My wife is running around the house like a little girl with like a chicken with a head cut off. She's so happy. We got him enrolled back into school, so he's back in school now. So hopefully he'll be able to go ahead and graduate after for the end of the year. For this year, he'll go ahead and get his education, get his 12th grade done. I told him, hey, you got to do what you got to do, man. So he's all for it. After everything, after the little hearing we had, a little trial we had to go to, you know, like I said, I'm not all about trying to put anything out there, but I'm just letting y'all know, hey, if you got some sons out there, man, and you see that things are not going right, you need to put them to the side very quickly so you can have a talk with them and see what's going on. Yeah, you know, they get to that age where they start smelling themselves and think they want to be a man, but they're not ready. And that's the whole thing I was trying to tell my son from the beginning. Now that he has been woken up, I want to thank all the men that came together to help me get him out of the situation that he was in. I know from what I understand, they do watch my videos from time to time, so I just want to give a shout out to you, my brothers. Hey, I love y'all. I'm not going to call you by name, but you know who you are. That PO, that attorney, hey, I ain't got nothing but love for y'all, man. Now, with all that being said, I wanted to bring up a couple other things. You know, you remember back in the day when you was a young man and you came across that female that, you know, maybe that probably, you know, put a number on you and had you thinking about some things that you weren't ready to do. You know, something like have a baby or get married, and you like, man, I ain't ready for this, but she just kept pushing you, you know, trying to, you know, basically entrap you in something that you didn't want to do. Every man has been through some form of that type of relationship, no matter who you are, where you are, or where you live. You know, all us young men have been through it. So thanks to a couple of young men that helped me get my son back on track. You know, this is the video I was talking about, where I was gonna basically thank them and then turn around and ask y'all a couple of questions like, you know, who was there for you when you came across this relationship? It's not just for the men, the women too. You know, it was some guy there that just basically just made, you knew he was bad for you. You knew he was wrong for you. But no matter what he did, you tried to be there for him. Now, my question is, what was the breaking point that made you wake up and say, hell no, I'm not dealing with you anymore? No matter if you had got married to him, you was in a relationship with him while you was in high school, something happened that made you say, nope, no more, you guys to go. So what was it for you? And I'm gonna tell you, for me, it was back in the day. I was in high school. I was 17 years old, and I was dating my substitute teacher. Yep, I remember In fact, I'm gonna even tell you her name. Her name was Linda. I'm not gonna say her last name. But I was 17, she was 24, man, and that woman did everything I wanted as far as what I thought I needed in my life. And she drove me absolutely nuts. Anything she wanted, I mean, she had my nose so open wide, the freak open, you could drive an 18-wheeler through it and I wouldn't feel a thing. Whatever she told me, that's what I believe. So we all been through it, but what was the breaking point for you? Now I can tell you, for me, man, my first trip to the doctor, when that doctor bent me over and stuck that needle in my butt cheeks, that was the breaking point for me. I said, nope, she got to go. I can't deal with it no more. Your boy do not like needles. So we all been through it, man. So, you know, like I said, I don't mind telling you what didn't happen to me. So that was my breaking point for me. Just giving y'all a heads up. Hey, if you want to share your story in the comment below, go ahead and do so. Now, I also want to bring up, hey, next month, you know, it's February. It's going to be February. Valentine is right around the corner, and everybody that know me, I remember when I first started my YouTube channel, I told y'all about how I met my wife, how I met the woman I wanted to be with. And I even went back and told y'all the story of what happened and how I got her. Now, I'm not going to bring it up now because YouTube made me take that story down. But to give y'all a rundown of the story that I had told, I basically had kidnapped my wife, put her in the trunk of my car, and took her back to my barracks when I was in the military, just so we could spend Valentine's together. Now, you know, that was the rundown of the story. But those of you that know me from the beginning, you know it was a lot more to it than that. But my next question is to you, hey, for the woman or the man that you are with right now, you're married to, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, spouse, whatever you want to call them, your significant other, what was the breaking point that made you realize this is the person I want or need in my life, and what did they do to make you come to that conclusion? So that's my next question. Now I can tell you, I told everybody about my Valentine story, but the breaking point for me, what made me realize the woman in my life right now is the woman that needs to be in my life. I can tell you, man, I was driving down to go see her, and my car, you know, I was so into trying to go see her, I forgot to fill up on some gas. So I made it all the way down there to go see her, man. I picked her up and brought her back. Of course, this was after the Valentine. I went down to pick her up, and I taking her back to my barracks. And halfway down, coming back, my car ran out of gas. Now, my girlfriend at that time, which is my wife now, she did not know how to drive. So when we ran out of gas, what she did blew my mind. She got out the passenger side of the car, went behind my hoopty, which was a BMW, and started pushing it to help me get off the Autobahn. I was like, man, this woman I'm thinking she probably gonna get over and behind the steering wheel and let me get behind the car and push it. No, she got out the car, went behind the car, and started pushing it to help me get off the Autobahn. And that what made me realize this woman, no matter what happened, what's going on with me, she's gonna be behind me 100%. And I asked her, why did you do that? She simply tells me, I don't know how to drive, so what I'm gonna get behind the steering wheel for? So I did the next thing I could do, was get behind the car and push it. That's when I realized this woman was the one for me. So hey, that's my next story, man. Tell me, what was it that made you realize the spouse that you have right now is the woman or man that you needed in your life. What did they do to say, to make you say, yep, this is the one for me? So, hey, write it in the comment below. Share it with everybody else. I'm sharing y'all my stories. And like I said, man, let's bring February in, the love month, the Valentine month. And if you're a member of the Gold Wing Seven Writers and Creators group on Facebook, hey, please join the group. Please upload your photo. I'm requesting for everybody to upload a photo of their loved one, the person they love being with, the person they love, the person they in love with, and what they love. You know, it might be two. You know, you might love your wife or your husband, and you love your gold wing. So take a picture with you included in that picture and upload it to our Facebook group. And January 31st, the picture that get the most likes is most likely going to be the picture that I decided to go ahead and load for the group for the whole month of February to show love, to represent love for Valentine for the whole month of February. If you're the chosen photo, if your photo is the chosen one, you'll be your picture will be posted for the entire month of February. So good luck to you. And hey, please come join the group. Hey, if you like my videos, please subscribe to my videos. And hey, hopefully one day I get a chance to meet you guys, man. Other than that, hey, that's my spiel for the day. I can't record going on post, so I'm gonna shut it down now. That's my spiel for the day, YouTube. Y'all have a good one. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. A tech-savvy rider implemented new technology to modify his 2015 GL 1800 Honda Gold Wing. That Gold Wing later became known as Black Flash, an extreme lighting show bike.